So I've made almost 2,000 cold calls in under 2 weeks. And in call number one, I was out here pitching to gatekeepers. I was staying on calls too long than I should have. I was talking to people who had no intent of buying. I was just trying to, take on anyone. Like anyone I could talk to was a win. And now fast forward to call 2000, I'm able to, at least book, some meetings. I'm booking, probably like on in 2 to 3 meetings, I'd say per day on average now. And yeah, I'm just, slowly getting better, but definitely not where I need to be, but definitely am way further ahead of where I was. So I just want to take you guys through, 2 videos just to show you my progression. And yeah, all right, we're gonna see what happens. Let's go through these videos, man. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to know. I have to blur it out though because there's like names and numbers.
Gotta understand, what are they trained on? That's something. Study, what are they trained on?
Hi, thank you for calling India Roofing Restoration. This is Ross. How can I help?
Oh, Rox, am I speaking with the owner today?
I know this. I am the receptionist for India Roofing Restoration.
Am I speaking with the owner? Okay, I'm not gonna pause. Let's just go through it.
Oh, okay, sounds perfect. Is the owner in the building today?
Unfortunately, he's currently unavailable. May I know what this is in regards to?
Yeah, and just so I can follow up as well, is there a good email I could reach out to him by?
For the email that I can provide, it would have to be our. Yes, sir.
Is and like just a symbol and or spelled out and?
It's spelled out.
Okay, restoration.com.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds perfect. And what is the owner's name by chance?
AARON.
Okay. All right, sounds perfect. And is he ever in the building or no?
Yes, he is, but he tends to pop in and out. So there's really no definite time or date that he's in.
More of a morning guy or afternoon?
It would depend. I really can't say for sure.
It's day to day. Okay, perfect. All right, well, you have a blessed one.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Right. You wouldn't even have to.
Okay, so that was video number one. Okay, obviously that was like one of my more beginning cold calls, or one of my earlier stages in my cold call journey. But you can definitely hear like, bro, I'm pitching to a gatekeeper. I'm trying to get a gatekeeper to get me to the owner. And I don't know how long I did that. I think I made almost like 500. I would say I probably made over 500 calls before I even realized what a gatekeeper was. And quite frankly, I was just pitching to those people. Like that's not even one of my earlier calls. I was like a little bit more advanced. Like now I was like, okay, I know this is a gatekeeper. I know, okay, what I know I need to ask where's the owner. The gatekeeper's not the decision maker. But I didn't even know that. Like for like 500 call story, I was just pitching. Like if someone picked up, I was so happy when people picked up because I was scraping leads off Facebook. Oh no, not Facebook. I was scraping just off Google. I would use like an instant data scraper off Google, and then I'd just shove the lead list into an Excel sheet, and I just start hammering calls, and it would just be no answer, no answer, no answer, and then I'd finally hear someone's voice, and bro, you could hear like the excitement in my voice when I'm talking to these gatekeepers because it's like I wasn't actually, I wasn't like I was just happy to connect with someone, but I didn't realize I was wasting so much time trying to pitch to people who weren't the decision maker. And quite frankly, majority of the emails they give you are going to be like info or you know they're just going to be generic emails. The owner doesn't check those emails, so typically, or they'll just give you their own email. So when you're calling these people and you're handling, or when you're talking to a receptionist, if you ever even get into contact with a receptionist and they ask you anything like if you ask for the owner and they're not direct, or if they say he's not in the building, he's out and out, just hang up. Like for me, that's how it's worked. There's been rare cases where a gatekeeper would actually, pass the phone to the owner. I mean, that's like rare. So it's like just for your time's sake, I would say just screw it. But all right, let's get into one of these more recent calls and yeah, just show you guys the difference in, you know, how I'm talking, who I'm talking to, and let's just see. I think this was more recent. I think I was actually scraping off Facebook now this time, so I'm actually in contact with an owner. So I think in this video I'm talking to an owner. I think I was scraping off Facebook now, so I'm actually getting owner connect rate. So let's get it.
You wouldn't even have to deal with those type of prospects because the type of targeting we're going to be doing, we're only going to be targeting people with the actual budget to afford your service, and we're going to filter out all those people with those like all the people that are qualify as a price shopper and like a cheapskate. We're going to like wipe those people out. Like they're not even going to make it through our funnels or anything. You won't even know they exist. That's literally how we run it. Yeah. So it wouldn't even be in your pipeline. They'll just immediately be disqualified. So. Yeah, man, but I'm more than happy, to walk you through it. You said Wednesday, probably next week?
It'd probably be Wednesday, honestly.
Are you free mornings or afternoons?
Probably afternoon, honestly, because I think my wife works in the mornings
Okay.
until 2. And
Until
then,
2?
until 2. I'm not sure what her actual schedule is next week. And then my day is just very, my schedule varies day to day.
I'll just pencil it in so we have something on the calendar, and then if you need to exchange, like feel free to like text me or whatever, and I'll check back in. I'll send over some information. I'll check back in like in the next couple of days just to see if things change or anything. So I just like to have this on my calendar just to know if like you're interested or not. So that's
okay.
It's not anything.
Yeah.
And you just let me know if things change.
Yeah.
Man.
Who are you? I guess who are you with? Or
this is my company. So yeah,
your company.
We help local service businesses like yours just with like their whole like client acquisition, just making sure that they have a consistent stream of high quality prospects coming in. So that's what we do. And we don't work. We're not big. We don't work with many people. We're only working with 3 people at the moment. So our attention is very focused on who we're working with, and we only work with a few people. So I mean, I just reached out because I saw that you guys weren't at the top of Facebook, and I was wondering if you guys were interested in running any advertising, so you can have some more consistent jobs coming in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested.
And what was your name?
Josh.
At gmail.com?
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, man. All right. Well, yeah, I definitely am looking forward to this call and seeing if we can help you guys. And yeah, this will just be like a quick little intro call. And then if this is something you're interested in, we can talk about, next steps.
Okay.
All right, man. All right. You have a great weekend then.
All right. You too.
And so you can see like that was like night and day. Like obviously it wasn't the best example because it wasn't the beginning of the call. I didn't have the full video. I started cropping it out, or I started pausing the videos before I actually would go more into depth in the call. So like whenever I'd hit a good spot in the call, that's when I'll start recording, because I was just taking up too much storage. I used to record the whole, like my whole cold call block, and it was, it was bad. But yeah, I mean, you can see I'm in contact with the decision maker. I'm trying to book a meeting. I'm not just, passively, talking to him on the phone. But yeah, most importantly, I'm on the phone with the decision maker, and he is ultimately going to be the person who decides whether or not they want to work with me. So more of the story is, don't waste your time with gatekeepers. Don't waste your time, scraping Google data scraper. Like, go find creative ways to get actual business owners. Because if you're just constantly calling these scrape leads, you're going to get filled with a bunch of gatekeepers 9 times out of 10, and it's just going to lead to nothing. So I would recommend like maybe just getting Facebook, go on Facebook, just scrape leads. That's typically how I do it. It takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it, because you're going to spend time scraping leads, but when you call the people, it's going to be a bunch of owners. When you call the business, you're going to be in contact with a bunch of owners. So it does pan out, and you get a reward for that. So that's what I would recommend. But yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed that video, please just let me know, and I can make more of these as I get better and better at cold calling. But I just wanted to give you guys some tips on what I've seen work for me. Obviously, it's not perfect, but at least now I'm booking meetings daily, rather than before I was going through 100, 200 cold calls a day, not pitching to one owner. I was going through 100 cold calls. I was going through 100 lead lists, not talking to one owner. And if I did, I mean, I was maybe giving them a free trial or something, and they just thought I was unserious. So yeah, just if you want more videos like these, I'm down to keep posting these. It helps me keep track of everything. So yeah, just let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.